Do you want more? More time, more balance, more love, more sex, more money, more real, and less bullshit? This is the Women Wanting More podcast with Dr. Karen Osborne. Real life, real stories, plus real tips to get you more of what you want.
So my sister, these are the 7 deadliest words that you are currently telling yourself right now. Ready? Here they are. Maybe I'm not supposed to do this. Now my coach Satemim has mentioned this in our group mastermind today. He was talking about all the voices and all the resistance that he has had leading up to an amazing physical event. We'll just call that, which is called Kokoro. He will be up for, oh my God, what is it, 50 hours, 2.5 days? Physical work, just being like pushed beyond what you can even imagine physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. And he talked about, when the resistance would come up, that these are the words that he would tell himself. Maybe I'm not supposed to do this. And what was really interesting is as soon as he mentioned those 7 words, it catapulted me back to when my husband and I were trying to conceive. And we were never able to conceive our children on our own, if you will. We ended up adopting our 2 boys after 7.5 years of trying. But that was the voice. Those were the words that I would often tell myself as to why we weren't conceiving, why I wasn't able to ever get pregnant. Well, maybe I'm just not supposed to do this mom thing. Maybe I'm just not supposed to be a parent. And even when our oldest boy, Tyson, started to have a lot of the challenges as we have with him in the past and do at times and do. He's just a little independent dude, right? He's got his own opinions, his own way of doing things. His parents are exactly the same way, so no kidding. He gets that, that's part of who he is, but it's part of who we are too. But it also makes it very challenging. Parenting this little boy at times, he's one of my greatest loves and one of my greatest teachers. Like, oh my God, so many lessons this little dude teaches me. If not the very least, patience. But I would often tell myself those 7 words as a parent. Well, maybe I'm just not supposed to do this. Because I wasn't able to conceive my children, the way that most of the world do. So, maybe there's a reason why I was never supposed to be a mom. My coach Satemim said something else today which was powerful and profound. I shared it in a Facebook video, but I want to share it with you right now. And that's just understanding, well, first of all, I'm going to tell you what he said, and this just floored me. He said this: your language is the oxygen of creation. I'm going to say that again because I think it's important for you to really hear this and let this sink in. Your language is the oxygen of creation. It is the foundation of everything you do. What are the words that you were using? What is the language? Is it language that brings you power or takes power from you, disempowers you? Is it language that moves you towards what you want or what you don't want? Is it language that gets you results in what you want or what you don't want, and what you don't want as results and what you're not getting? What are the words that you are telling yourself? Maybe I'm not supposed to do this. Believe me, in the 4.5 years that I've been online looking and really trying to find my message, which I feel I found profoundly with Women Wanting More over a year ago, trying to really deliver it in a way that makes sense, to become fully who I am, you better fucking believe that the resistance has come up for me big time. And I've had myself say, even with what I do now, I've had this too, if maybe I'm not supposed to do this. This is too hard. This is too challenging. I just want it to be comfortable. Can't it just be easy? Listen, sister, nothing ever big that you want to do in your life will ever come easily. I just want it to all be in flow. That's awesome. That's not the way it works. Again, look at the example I just used before, parenting. Parenting can be very, very difficult. Does it come with some great rewards? You better fucking believe it. Does it come with life-changing shit? Yes. But it also comes with life-changing stress, right? It comes with life-changing challenges. So I want you to really think, what are the words that you are using? Do they bring you power or disempower you? And really, it's a matter of simply changing your words. It's not that difficult. It's got to start from the inside though. First, if you're clear on what you want, you know why you want it, start using the language that's going to actually bring you towards the things that you want. So what are the words that you are using? And are they bringing you power, or are they taking that power away from you? Do you use words like this? I can't afford this. I wish I had the time. I hope it happens. I hate so-and-so. Who do they think that they are? What is the language that you're using, sister? So here's your more tip for today. Take a look over the next 24 hours about the words that you actually use. Like really, don't censor it. Just go about your kind of regular, normal day. And at the end of the day, I want you to really journal about it and say, the words that I used in my conversations, the language that I used, are these words, and was it the language that got me closer to the things that I wanted? Or did it feel kind of shitty when I said some of the things? When I said things like, I don't really have the time, when I knew inside the truth was is if I wanted something, I could really find the time. And journal that down. I want you to see what insight that you get from that. And as always, there's power in taking action. Insight's great, but unless you do something with it, it's a waste of fucking time. So what is your insight when you've journaled about what your language has been, the words you've chosen over the last 24 hours? And then what is one action step you want to take as a result of that? Which will be firmly rooted in getting you what you want in your life. And go ahead and share that with me. I would love to hear your feedback and your experience with that. So you can email me, drkaren@drkarenosborne.com. So listen, sister, if you don't already subscribe to the Women Wanting More newsletter, I want you to head over to drkarenosborne.com, drkarenosborne.com, enter in your name and email. There's a few different areas you can actually opt into the newsletter, and you will get VIP access for everything Women Wanting More. Information about my live event, the next one coming up. There's currently, as I record this podcast, about 4 days in advance of when it's coming out, there are 3 spots that are remaining for the live event, which is in October in beautiful Victoria, BC, Canada, where I now live. You will get all the information about my upcoming book, all my master classes, all these episodes, videos, audios, and will be part of the Women Wanting More sisterhood. So head over to drkarenosborne.com, enter in your name and email to the few different areas where you can opt in, and I will get you hooked up on that today. So I will talk to you in the next episode, sister. A life of more is just one step away from you doing the fucking work every single day. I love and appreciate you.
To get the show notes of each Women Wanting More episode, including the How to Get More tip, subscribe to the newsletter at drkarenosborne.com/newsletter.